It's the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. You can't ask for much more than his last game.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. But you look at this Bronco defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. A first carry now. This is Williams. Oh, nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Broncos hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. But they only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Incomplete. He couldn't hold on to through the contact. Brings up second down.
You look at this Bronco defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes going to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and bearing. The line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down. Get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Let's go now. Chapter 11. Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's showtime, baby.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run here with Langford. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Langford. And this time he is in. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. Down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Judy.
75 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mahomes now on first down.
And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Mahomes firing complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pacheco once more.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
They'll try and run it here.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get
hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Second and 11.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Shifts by him at the 25, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back to throw now on first down. This complete to Langford. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught by Judy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Langford again, a first down carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Come on. Hey.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Get it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, we're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch.